So, I know, guys, I'm about 10 minutes late, so excuse-moi. But, guys, this will be one of a very, very important stream, okay? Because we will talk about the current market crash or little crash or downturn correction, however you call it. And we will having so much breaking news and look into some technicals of the market. So you will be, if you are thinking you are a good investor, then after this you will be really someone that know a thing or two about the market. So I'm super excited. I hope this week and the weekend was fantastic for you. Obviously, let me know in the comments where you are watching from. I want to know where you are watching from, because until now we have people from Israel, we have people from Bermuda, we have people from US and Spain, and we have Peter, our Peter Hepso, our member from Norway, Sweden, Ireland. So as you can see, very international as of this morning, as always. And with that said, let's dive into today's agenda. So we will have a look who joined us as members, then we will look into some breaking news of the market, then we will look into the reasons why the markets are crashing right now, and then there's some breaking news specifically to Tesla and Nikola, which can change how the stocks will perform over the next couple of weeks. And therefore, I'm seeing also people here from Minnesota, people from Missouri, Wembley, UK, Australia, Melbourne. So obviously, we have people from every continent watching as of this moment. Thank you very much. And what I would also highly appreciate, if you thumb up this live stream. Actually, I wanted to change this picture for a long time. Let me do it right now. So so here we go. So thank you very much for thumbing up this live stream. We have Jim Carrey, guys. I love one of my favorite actors, actually. He has such a fantastic acting, with his smile, with his attitude. I think this is one of my favorite actors at all time, enjoying him being in the childhood, The Mask, or other movies that are brilliant, like Ace Ventura, right? I mean, what a guy. But let's dive into the stock market. But before that, a quick dive into our membership group, guys. If you are watching my videos and live streams, I can just recommend to you, check out the join button below all my videos, because then you can get access to the membership. So you can either support the channel, which is highly appreciated, or you can join our Discord channel with the second tier, Real Wolf or the Ultimate Wolf. You have even a mentorship with me, 101. We talk about stocks, trades, ideas. So it's a very interesting thing. And we have Ernest Lau joining the Wolfpack Gold. So he's supporting the channel. So thank you very much for that. And let's dive into some negative news from Asia over the weekend. So as you have heard that North Korea is laundering money through the US banks, this was for one, but now it also seems that HSBC and Standard Chartered both losing about 5, respectively 6% in the Hong Kong exchange as of this moment, because some very suspicious funds are being moved. This kind of very bad news, bad money is being moved worldwide. It's very common that from time to time those news are breaking. I mean, look at the world, right? I mean, there's for once, obviously there's a lot of greed in the world, right? So also in the management positions of these big banks, they're saying, let's move it around. Nobody will see it, and if somebody will see, then we will fire some people and keep on going or whatsoever, or stop it. But until then, we can make a couple of $100 million or whatsoever. And on the other side, I think that it's really unavoidable for all of this, illegal stuff that is going on in the world, from very big regimes in the world until very illegal other stuff that producing lots of value, where the money should go, right? I mean, banks are needed in the world for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a criminal or a normal person. So I think this is something that is pretty much unavoidable. So it's not a big of a deal. I mean, some people will say the bank are bad, but is it something new? I don't think so. Then we have finally this ByteDance US deal where Walmart and Oracle will become a shareholder in the in the TikTok company. They are preparing the IPO, TikTok Global, which will have 80% ByteDance as shareholders and 20% will go to other investors or companies like Oracle and Walmart. So this is quite fun to see that finally this is through the pressure of the US government. A company need to restructure, right? I mean, this is something that could be the case for social media companies as well soon. I mean, you will see, maybe some really bad, developments by Facebook or other companies where the government will say, no, this is just a big insecurity for the government, right? If Facebook coming out with their own currency and so on. I mean, this is slowly becoming a threat for the US, and therefore I believe that there's a quick over the next couple of decades, maybe a big risk for this social media companies to get restricted by the governments. You see these companies getting or the company leaders are getting regular invitations to confess in front of Congress as well in the US. So things are going on, but I think that it's really important to understand that those could be broken up. I have seen yesterday the big documentary Social Dilemma, also very interesting documentary, though I don't think it's the best one that I have seen yet in terms of documentary quality, but in terms of information, you see how bad it is. There's some people, very high people that work very high in the social media companies or big tech companies, and said we are concerned how they are going on with our data, how the algorithms gets better and better, and this can be a huge risk for those companies. So I think that's just the beginning of a big thing here where it will lead to governments versus tech companies. So let's dive into the stock market that currently a little bit crashing, but before that I want to have a look into the comments. So we have people from San Francisco. We have Nikola down 33% pre-market. We will talk about that towards the end of the stream, so stay tuned. Then what we have, API, our member said no problem, apartment under renovation, marble floors are coming. Then we have space will save the market. Then we have people from DC. Then we have Detroit as well. We have Peru as well, so South America. Then we have California. Then we have Netherlands, Colorado Springs, and Czech Republic. So as you can see, very much of a mix of every possible continent here watching this content. Thank you very much for that. If you have any questions, guys, just put it in the comments below, and again, thumbing up would be highly appreciated, guys. Okay. And follow me also on Wolf of Dubai Danny. I'm posting there a little bit about my life. The content continues there. Pick up your phone right now, just follow me there, Wolf of Dubai Danny. It's very simple, very easy to follow. I post there sometimes whatever is on my mind, right? So maybe some kind of life, how you say it, wisdom, whatever I feel. So check it out. It's a fantastic medium to follow me there as well. So US stock futures fell sharply early Monday. Okay, so this is the case. Now, the CNBC news factory is saying that the uncertainty over the future of the US Supreme Court, as well the possibility of additional stimulus, rattled investors. So this is the explanations, and I think, you know, this is a part of the reason why the stock market is going down right now. You know, uncertainty is always something that's bringing the market down, because, you know, people don't feel confident, because think about it, that they are moving their money, they are moving their life savings. So, you know, especially day traders, you know, then thinking, you know, with there's uncertainty, you know, people will get scared, so I will short the market. You know, people are going the other way around. They're not going long, they're going short. So I think that's you know, the one part. But I thought before we diving into some technicals here, or other things that move, look at this market. So Dow futures down the most, about 2% as of this recording when I prepared the live stream. The Nasdaq down 1.7%, Russell almost 2%. The Russell is something interesting though, which I will also thematize in the towards the end of the stream. The S&P 500 also down almost 2%. The DAX, the German Aktienindex, is down 3% even. FTSE is also down 3.33. The CAC 40 in France is down 3% as well. So as you can see, heavily down in the European market. Nikkei is neutral, then Shanghai is down a percentage point, and Hong Kong Stock Exchange is down 2% as well. So worldwide, it doesn't look good at all. And now, what is the reason beside this uncertainty that CNBC is telling? Well, I love to see, you know, other kind of indicators as well. Okay, this is, for example, an interesting indicator. What our insiders are doing. So insiders, obviously people who are in the company as well, working there, CEOs, very high directors. They are really, you know, on top of things. And as you can see, this kind of ratio here by Thomson Reuters is showing us that the purchases are going rather in the bullish direction than into the bearish direction. Okay, so this is a good indication to see, okay, what people think, how the internal business is going on, and this gives you a glimpse of you know, what is really going on behind the curtains. Further, I'm looking into, you know, what is the short interest into the FANG stocks, right? I mean, tech stocks was one of the big things that brought this market up, and you know, then I would love to see, okay, what is there in terms of, let's have a look into the last weeks. Do we see, you know, more and more people betting against it, and algorithms and hedge funds, or how is it going? But as you can see, we are actually going down with the short interest, right? I mean, the short interest over the last couple of months and years are really going further down. It seems that people in general, you know, on the long-term perspective, has really big thoughts about this tech industry, which, you know, benefited even more through this huge health crisis, guys. You know, everyone had the push of 2 years ahead. I mean, Amazon is hiring hundreds of thousands of people every few months. This is absolutely crazy. You know, companies like Apple, Amazon, Netflix, they're so much benefiting from, you know, the home economy. People are buying laptops, they are staying at home, they are using, you know, much more internet, they are ordering online, you know, so you have this huge push that those companies actually received. So as you can see, the people are thinking that this can continue for a while. Then there is my second channel, guys, just a couple of I would say, you know, just to be precise, about 3 weeks, and I will be back in Dubai. And you know, I'm following the summer and having all summer all year in the end of the day. Therefore, I would love to to see you joining as well, because there will be content on my main channel, you know, and then I will have the second channel to try out some new shows and formats. So it will be something super great. And check it out if you like. I would love to see you there already. Subscribe and ring the bell so you will get notified once I upload the first piece of content. And if you haven't done it yet, obviously Instagram as well. So these two things are very important. Then we are having the short interest into the S&P 500. This is also something interesting to see. Okay, what is the most shorted stocks right now in the S&P 500 or in the big broader market? Where the people and hedge funds are seeing the biggest risks at the moment? And it's number one with 31% short interest. So 31% of all shares are being short sold of American Airlines Group. Okay, this means that people have absolutely no or very less confidence into this airline. And then after that, you have some other travel stocks like Carnival Corporation or Norwegian Cruise, right? So this is the big companies that are getting really shorted right now. So this is the confidence where the people don't have much of trust that they are coming back that early. And further than that, we definitely will have a look into this. So this is a quite interesting thing what I found here, that there is apparently a very much appetite by the investors, that people are very interested into those small cap companies. Okay, so it seems that once the overall saturation in growth and value into the main market, tech stocks, other recovery stocks is now a little bit settled, and now they are putting the money that is available very cheaply where we put it. And it seems that the short term value of the small companies, small caps, are being attracted very, very much. As you can see here, since 20 years we didn't had so much interest into the small cap companies. The last time when this happened was during the .com bubble and afterwards. So it's not that bad yet. It's not that crazy like it was in the 2000s, but with all that specs, with all that small companies that going on this big footsteps of these big gainers like Tesla, like other companies like Zoom and so on, people are having lots of trust. Then we have a change into the investment portfolio and profile, where we have Robinhood. People are going into Robinhood and using this, which is a brand new platform, and jumping on small caps because they're thinking this is the next Tesla and so on. And then I think it's just the opportunity that came to the market because we had this huge crash, and I have so many our members or other people that just joined the market right now, and they're doing great because they are coming onto the market where the market crashed. It's like almost like a flash crash, 30%, and then we are going up. So in the question that I'm trying to answer here, where you might think, what should I do if you see this kind of red days? Well, I will answer this question in a second, what I believe, but this is also an important graphic here. Don't forget that statistically we are in the worst months of S&P 500 returns, right? Since the last 50 years, look at this graph. September were always a bad month. I think September started the financial crash of 2007, 2008, right? And then we had some very bad months in September. So September is not the best month, and this data is obviously included in all the algorithms, in all the trading softwares, where and this is a big chunk of the market. So as you can see, if this sell-off is currently going on in September, I think this is also due to this seasonality. Now, if you're asking me, do I think we have now a crash coming like so many people are thinking? Well, I don't think so, because think about that the tech industry is really gaining. So is the tech market overvalued? Well, I don't think so as of this moment. If you're thinking about the potential of those companies, that they can grow further and further, and especially in this worst timings, they are shining so bright. And on the other side, you have to understand that there's two ways, okay? There's for once the situation where people say, oh, this is overvalued, but there's a big difference, which, I don't see anybody is talking about it. There's a huge difference if a company is overvalued or overbought, okay? In both ways you can see very much similar effects. Sometimes sometimes you see very hard increase in value, and then you have sometimes a really sharp sell off. So this can happen, for example, to Tesla, right? But is Tesla with 400 billion or whatever is their market value right now overvalued? I don't think so, right? I mean, the self-driving business alone is a 150 billion business. Then you have the car business is a 100 billion dollar business, already 250 billion. Then you have another 50 billion for the solar business, and maybe another 100 billion for the energy business. Is already $400 billion. So is it really overvalued? No, it's not like it's they have like $1 trillion market cap. Of course, they're a little bit, now a step ahead with their valuation to what they deliver, maybe. But I think the more realistic scenario here is just they overbought, right? People just jumped into the stock to see where I can make a quick buck with the things that I said. Hedge funds did very bad compared to really retail investors in the last couple of weeks. They didn't saw this recovery so fast, and I think that we are in not a bubble scenario, more into now a small correction that's fully understandable, fully cool, fully fantastic for us to buy our favorite stocks, and then let's go further up, because then once we have the stimulus agreed on, I think this is a great uncertainty that will bring the market up. If on other side, the stimulus will have some problems to be established, then this could be a trigger for a further correction. But in the end, think about long term, and these companies like Amazon, like Apple, like Tesla, they will be the heroes of tomorrow. If you're considering the overall tech industry, tech is really important for the life of the humans. So it's a really interesting time to be alive and to invest into the stock market. So I don't think we see a huge crash. Definitely nothing that is comparable to March, because March, you have to understand, it was so uncertain for so many companies as well as countries that they said, we don't know what to do. Let's close the whole economy, close the whole country. This will not happen. If something like this could happen, I think it will be much more understandable and controllable. So, for example, they will see, okay, the cases are going up. Why it's the case, okay? Why the cases are going up? Is it because people are going into bars and going out and meeting people? Let's close the bars for a while, okay? Is it because the security manner in terms of in the companies are not good? Let's put some exposure and some measures into those companies. Is it the case that we're seeing a lot of people coming back from holidays, and this is the case? Let's test at the airports much more strictly. So as you can see, you can be much more now with all the experience that we have from the first half of 2020. I think with this, together with the vaccine, will create a very good fundamental for stocks going further up, and I think this is absolutely fantastic. If you agreeing with me or want to have more and more of this explanations how the market works, make sure to subscribe, guys. If you're new here, we have now 150 persons in the chat. I really like this to try to give you the full picture, so you will become a fantastic investor. Now, there's much more to talk about. The last two things that we need to talk about, there is for sure Tesla investors in this live stream right now. So Elon Musk just, as usual, sent an email to really make sure to really give you the best out of it, guys. Make sure to give your very best, because we can do or we have a shoot on a record quarter for deliveries. This is quite interesting. They are having a fantastic record. The last record deliveries were 112 vehicles delivered during the fourth quarter of 2019. So they want to deliver more than that. So maybe 115. There's currently estimations of 121. This is a big thanks to a Gigafactory in China that is producing like crazy. I think this is the workhorse right now, plus Fremont that is totally 100% now online, so we should see this kind of closure impacts in the quarter anymore. So if we will see all the cars sold out, then this is a big bullish sign. And tomorrow we have the battery day, so I'm looking forward to have the battery day. I will watch it with you guys. We will be super interested watching this together, so make sure to be stayed tuned. I think it's 1 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow, so I will be with you watching this event. This will be absolutely fantastic fantastic event. Maybe we will see Elon Musk dancing all around. And being in the EV industry, let's talk about also one person that so many people don't like at all, and this is Mr. Trevor Milton is voluntarily stepping down from his role as executive chairman and member of its board. So it's official. He is leaving the company. This is absolutely crazy, okay? First of all, I think he made a couple of right moves in terms of monetization. I think he brought out so much money of this, he's going out of this as a billionaire, absolutely insane. On the other side, I think he because he's missing this experience, same like Elon Musk doesn't have so much experience, right, in leading many companies, but Elon Musk, sometimes, making the world shock with his statements or whatsoever. But you see that Elon Musk is really doing everything for the company. Big difference to Trevor Milton, that maybe was focused on a short term, very much pumping of the stock and so on. I think that also the investors, the big investors, the hedge funds behind the merger, right, were criticizing Trevor Milton with all his statements that was partially not true. They said, he can make huge mistakes and make huge problems to the overall company. So I think they just decided, hey, what, let's bring maybe some more interesting people into the whole game, and this is the case now. So he's leaving Nikola. Very interesting. The market seems don't like, they'll be shocked, because pre-market the 1/3 of Nikola was just shaved. Okay, so this is interesting to see. Other than that, I think we have now today and maybe tomorrow a very interesting market, guys. I will be posting another vlog later on, so stay tuned. And let me have a look into the comments right quick. When the money returns to the stock market, we are going to see a nice rally for a month or two. Yeah, I think it's now highly dependent on stimulus to put the certainty out of the market. Then we should see towards the end of the year the first vaccines, and I think this can create this end of the year rally. People having the holiday season as well, so I'm quite interesting. Workhorse running with Tesla thoughts. Workhorse is definitely another very small cap that people are running into because of the huge Tesla and Nikola deals. What else? Merger with GM was a loser. Yeah, I think this was sparking another eye on Trevor, and many people like the short sellers are going into this, created this false Trevor statements environment where, you know, this hit his image very, very badly. So I think they decided together, you know what, maybe go out of the company. I think we don't need this bad news right now. The team and the company need to really concentrate on becoming, you know, valuable, what the shareholders actually expect, you know. So and I think it's a good move for Nikola if they want to have, you know, a bigger chance and not be this big fraud company. So again, you know, let's see what will happen in the next couple of weeks, and I thank you so much that you tuned in. Again, check out the join button to become member, where the content continues, or you can write with me 101, or you can get access to the Discord channel. Then make sure to thumb up if you liked it. This is highly appreciated as well. And follow me on Instagram. Take out your phone right now, Wolf of Dubai Danny. Very easy to remember and to follow. I would appreciate if you are joining me there as well. I look forward for a great week tomorrow, the day of the battery day. I love you all. Stay healthy and safe, and I wish you a fantastic day.